Thank you.
Oh, wait, let me get some good YouTube music on here so I can be a good YouTuber.
Smoke on the ground, but it looks like there could.
Right. So it's like Googling, no way.
September 23rd. Went in to retrieve the recorder. Looks like something's going on. I can't tell what. It looks like the box is moved and there's a bag outside. Here's the recorder. Damn, that's on there solid. Holy crap, dude. You put that on there good. Alright, recorder's off.
Something was definitely here, guys.
Alright. Awesome.
Probably something cryptid.
I don't even remember at this point what we had, but I know there was a lid on that jar. It's off it now. There it is. There's the lid. See it? Cool, guys. You're not afraid of our box. Alright. I was so setting myself up for disappointment. And the gifts that I brought, I was pretty sure I was going to be bringing them back with me. I'm glad that's not the case. Anyway. Cocoa Puffs. Brownie. You're welcome, squirrel and bear that's going to come and eat it all.
So in addition to the Cocoa Puffs that are going to go back in here, those cooked potatoes are still there. There's 3 suckers. There are sunflower seeds in a little old prescription bottle there. A tennis ball, you know, just some cool things. We'll see what happens.
There's how we're leaving everything. Left the bone. Alright. Awesome. I don't even remember at this point what we had, but I know there was a lid on that jar, and it's off it now.
Remember what was in the bag?
Potatoes. Well, there was 2 things here still. One was potatoes and the other one was like animal crackers because they didn't come the last time. So I'm not sure which one that was. But you know what's interesting? These were outside of it, right? But this is not tipped over. Your argument of a bear or whatever, space chimpanzee from Pluto, whatever you want to say, is null and void because this is not tipped over. These are sitting on the outside of it. So was that. And look at this. This was a sucker. This is a sucker that we left. Teeth marks on it.
Teeth marks on it.
I left like 4 or 5 of them.
There's 3 suckers.
Here, you probably focus better if I put it on something with a flat background. Oh wow. Okay, here's something that's. Did you see me just lift that? No, you didn't.
No. So I'm trying to see if I can get a better angle of that.
So I just lifted this up. I left the bone on top of this. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. It's underneath.
The bone is underneath. It kind of looks like it's put into the ground too, huh? I mean, look at that. It's like. I mean, this was what, 2 or 3 days ago? You don't have that much of debris getting on top of a bone, you know, that quick. All right, I want to do something with that. The bungee cord. It's on my backpack. Okay, we took the bungee cord with us last time. I'm just gonna stick this somewhere. I think that's fitting. Cool. If you like suckers, it would appear. They're obviously not taking our stick, so I'm just going to put it up with their stick. This is good though. I was so convinced in my mind that the box had scared them off from gifting. What else can we say about this? Things are outside the box. Box is sitting upright. Bone is underneath the lid. Lid is sitting upright.
Jar was unscrewed, right?
Yeah, jar.
And I was trying to look and see if that was teeth marks or if it was torn open as far as the bag.
And as far as the jar, there is a smudge on it. If you look on the lid, can't tell if it's mud or what, but there's smudges. Now, if an animal's going to open that with their mouth, you're not going to have smudge marks on the lid. Let's see, there's any. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might want to actually look at the jar itself.
We probably have fingerprints on the jar.
That's...
Here, let me set it down for you. Right there. Yep, you and me were both thinking the same thing at the same time. I was like, wait a second here. Before I mess up this evidence. Alright, this is good. I'm gonna let them know we're here now. Basically, I was thinking, you know, if they didn't do anything, I'm not gonna holler, I'm not gonna let them know we're here, and to hell with it all. But no, this is good.
But no, this is good.
This is good. Alright, this is really good. Alright, so I've got peanuts. And because I brought peanuts again, I'm gonna, another side note, all the rocks are out of it. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna put the rocks back in to cover up the bottom. And I'm like, wait a second, all the rocks are out of it. Do you know where those are?
That's interesting, because assuming they'd all be right here piled up like the previous one I took over or whatever.
They're back here. This is, I recognize them. This is the one that was on top. So there's more evidence. How do the rocks jump out, right? No.
That's interesting. I wonder why take the rocks out.
Let's look at the handle. Good stuff, man. It's good. Very good. Alright, well, let's put the rocks back. See, I use these specific rocks.
Where did this guy come from?
It blocked up this hole. That was from the time that I came, the first time I left the box here, and I told you about I thought a bear got it, which I don't know, because I thought a bear got it, but the box was left sitting like this, except it was actually sitting here, which is where I left the box that time. I didn't leave it on the rock. It was very weird. So it seemed like a bear got it, and then our friends came here, but knew where the box was at. Alternatively, that was their first time with the box. They were afraid, didn't know what it was, and they just tipped it over and knocked everything out, and then set it back up. The only reason I actually thought bear, not just because stuff was clearly dumped out of it, but because of the scat. That's up there. Alright, so this is our chipmunk protection since Mr. Handyman here decided to leave two big, ginormous freaking holes in the bottom of this. Referring to me. It's weird how these rocks are put down here just like the bone was. They were like a little bit underneath the foliage, which is just strange. It's just strange, you know?
Very clear.
Very clear knock.
Hopefully we picked it up. Yep. Off that way. Very clear.
Very clear knock.
Hopefully we picked it up. Yep. Yep.
Now guys, the thing about that knock, there's no thermal energy right now being expanded or expelled, discharged from any of these trees or rocks, okay? We're at a very ambient, cool, normal temperature. That kind of thing doesn't really happen in this area anyway. And what animal is going to make such a clear one-off knock like that in an area where we have proof? So we'll reply to you guys in a minute. If you want to explain my theory on English, because I know we're getting comments about that again. How I was saying that they can probably understand, you kind of convey what you're trying to say, even if you don't, you know what I mean? Russian and Chinese people, you can talk and you get what somebody's trying to say.
You can usually gather as far as tone and all that. Just, yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised at what you can pick up.
Just reply to them. Glad I brought gifts, man, because I was feeling
So
know what else is, you know what else is good that we haven't even noticed yet? 3/4 here. And it's close. I could see that they'd be dead silent. Moving stuff, you know? I could. I won't be surprised if there's nothing on that, but I'm just saying, it's there. It's cool. Well, one more actually. Really not even the smallest mouse can get in there. I know mice can get through tiny spots, but that should be pretty good. We got peanuts that are protected. Corn, not with the leaves because that's all they had left at King's. So, you know, I was like, oh, whatever. We already know they peel them. We don't really need that proof. We already know they do that. That's all they had. So, and then a bunch of oranges. And they don't have any stickers on them. So for those of you that don't know, before we have left a few gifts and fruit. We left the stickers on, and these creatures, horse being, furry friends, whatever, removed the stickers from the fruit before they ate it. So they actually took it off, stuck it onto the gifting rock one time. Another time they just stuck it onto the ground. Actually twice that happened. And another time they stuck it on the ground, but in our dig site. So you've got an animal now that is accepting your gifts, eating fruit, but first moving the tiny little stickers off, placing them before they eat it. Pretty cool. You didn't bring anything, did you?
Did not.
Alright, if you want to take a look at that. Guess I can leave one of these too, since I know that the squirrel's not going to get it now, or birds. And they're gone. I think there was 2 of these last time too. And that was gone, so, alright. You know what, I brought these for me, and I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'm not going to be that hungry in the next 2 hours anyway.
Some almonds, I can leave them. You can put them in the bottom since we know that nothing's going to get to them now.
Sure.
Before it was an issue, but...
We've got this now with our evidence as with our cutting board, so might as well save that.
Oh yeah, take that back definitely. And
look at it if I put my 3 fingers, which yes, they're dirty, raw counting, whatnot. I mean, it just looks like if I were to spread my fingers apart, you know what I mean? Interesting. Just saying. Scratch on it too. Whoa.
So I'm wondering if...
Both heard something.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if they do the knock when we're here and we're gifting, right? To tell the others, hey, they're here. They're dropping off stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't hear a lot of animals right now. Usually we always hear...
Did you hear that? I heard a little crack. So they don't like... Hey, look. Yeah, so...
Yeah, I was trying to look at the bag itself.
Yeah, so if we look at the bag for a minute, I don't see teeth marks. Look at this. You see how this has been stressed and pulled? You see this?
Mm-hmm.
This has been pulled apart. Okay, guys, I think they're definitely here. Alright, I'm gonna put the bag away for now. That's like the third or fourth thing we put. Alright, just dropped off these. Greg's recording right now. We just heard 3 distinct sounds. Starting off with a knock. After I did a loud whoop noise, which is kind of my signature now. And I'm gonna get the So I'm just gonna get the recorder in case we need to, or if we feel that we need to egress out of here.
Alright, I gotta move away. I got a pissed off bee right now.
So that button is still in the on position. Doesn't look like anything messed with it. Okay. Yeah, just keep that camera going. Please. I'm gonna do a little whistle. Yeah, there you go. So I'm definitely thinking our friends are right there.
All right, so that was one stick break or knock or crack or whatever that you just heard there. Crack of a branch, something. There's gonna be another one that's coming up. So pretty cool. They're right there. They're clearly just right back there.
I'm gonna do a whistle again. Are they doing these noises on purpose? I wonder. This is a lot of noise. This is even more. Oh, dude, that was big. You heard that? Oh, dude, that was big. That was a big noise. Move it to the rock and I'll just see.
So if you've been following along, you know as we were just doing the new gifting, we had knocks and breaks or whatever out in the forest there, so we figure that they're there. You know that sound when you get it. It's clear. It's not an animal stepping on a branch or something. It's a clear knock or purposely done snap. Anyway, so the next 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to just be standing here observing, watching, listening. If you guys see anything, let me know.
Are they doing these noises on purpose? I wonder. This is a lot of noise.
It's pretty much on par with the last time we were here, hearing a bunch of knocks when we had that. But the consistency from the same direction, yeah.
That's very true. It's a good point. It's the exact same spot. Which again, as far as a bear or elk or moose, come on, it's not the exact spot.
As far as talking about the direction that these noises are coming from, I've kind of taken it for granted that I know where everything's at and the lay of the land, and you guys really don't. Even if you follow us extremely close, you probably still don't exactly have it down. So I just wanted to show you real quick. This way goes on and on and on and on. And then in this direction would be the road and parking lot eventually, etc., etc.
It's been said that these are used as diversion tactics, basically, to distract you so that you're not paying attention. Focus is over there while they're sneaking up somewhere else. In case that is true, I keep my head on a swivel.
Got an opportunity to leave and come back since we know they're here. Or would you rather stay?
Do they end up getting more pissed off if we actually leave and come back and they have to leave the gifts? That's a question I have.
I don't think so. I think it's just closer types of communication. You're finding the...
Okay, so say we do piss them off. So what? You know how many times they've pissed me off? But no, not really. I'm not having an attitude about it. Honestly, though, it could get them to slip up or make a mistake or just get a reaction or elicit some kind of response or something. And that is, after all, what we want, right?
Well, we could just leave, period. Until tomorrow or the next day.
Saying his camera timed out.
So is it on?
I don't know why he doesn't just turn it on. Anything can happen. Anything can happen any second. There's our TP over there. See if I can break some sticks. That did give us the so-called bluff charge last time. All right, I stopped here for a moment just so we can kind of zoom in on some of these dark spots that I'm seeing.
I don't know if I can break this one. Oh, yeah. I don't think this will make much of a noise. I say we go on a walk. I'm pretty sure they could win the patience game. Plus, there's just as good of a chance they follow us or do something as we're walking. Yeah. As there is now, plus, if we leave and come back, we've got that added bonus that they might have done something with the gifts. So, okay. Alright, I'm gonna turn... Damn it, branches. Okay, I'm gonna turn this one off. I gotta get down off this rock.
Alright guys, so we're pretty much going to cut it here because I have an hour and a half still of footage from this particular day. So we're going to have to do a part 1, part 2 thing. Sorry about that, but hey, at least I'm able to get this out now and you don't have to wait, you know, however much longer it's going to take me to edit everything else. Alright, thank you for watching. Let me know what comments you have. Unless they're mean, then don't let me know. Thanks.